right, Shalom.
This is Dabu.
First and foremost, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Makakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles in whom the truth resides. Peace and blessings be multiplied to you, Akim, that's out here preaching this truth from the four corners of the earth, for the love of the gospel, and you, Aqua, this lesson and learning, and being blessed, whatever Yahweh Shah may find their hands to do. This is Hashim Yahshala, and this is a feed that came across my page 2 days ago, but he has a new one up. But the point is they gonna start making these mandatory checkpoints, man, set up. The reason why I know it's gonna be here in Indiana is because it hit on my news feed that Indiana is gonna be one of the new hotspots, man. You know, they got outbreaks here, and they're which really, like I said, is part of their agenda, man. You know, we're not worried about it, but the thing is that it's gonna get a lot of worse, man, before it gets better. All right, let me play this real quick.
And a big time heads up here for folks that are traveling into Florida, especially down I-10 through Alabama. We now have confirmation that there is a checkpoint set up here at the state line. They're telling everyone to get off at the way station except for truckers. It's actually reversing the role that we see all the time on the highway. Now, this truck stop is being used as a stop for everyday people that are coming in, and they're asking them questions as to, like, where are you from and where are you going? There's no word if more are going to be set up. They also state that anyone that they catch coming from Louisiana has to go on a mandatory 14-day quarantine or face a misdemeanor charge. Now, I already warned about what they're doing in Rhode Island, using the police and National Guard to look for New Yorkers in the area. And it seems like down here in this area, they're using the same kind of excuse, looking for people from Louisiana or other hotspots, potentially New Yorkers as well. They're not giving out a ton of details, but what we do know is there is a checkpoint here that everyone has to go through no matter what, since the governor just signed this executive order on it. So heads up. You're deciding to go through here or have to travel through here for whatever reason, expect to have to go through this checkpoint. I'll leave a link below. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. And join us over here on D Live, where I'm going live multiple times throughout the week, breaking down all the latest news and events that we see. And I can't stress it enough, when we're talking about the nitty-gritty when it comes to these subjects, it's going down on these live streams. D Live. Much love.
That dude might be a Jake, bro. He cold. He cold with it. Much love.
Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, and cryptocurrencies
out there traveling or expecting to go into other states. There are checkpoints being set up across the board. We have now heard announcements from many different states that they're going to start stopping people at their border. We first started seeing this in Pennsylvania. Then we'd heard about reports at the Maryland border. And today, Maryland shutting down things and pretty much putting in a mandatory order that everyone has to stay at home. We have Florida setting up a checkpoint down there off I-10 from Alabama going into Florida. And they're citing that they're looking for people coming from hotspots like Louisiana and like New York. This could change at any given time. They don't even have to make an announcement. There could just be orders given that, oh, we're going to add this one to the list. If you see someone come through with Ohio tags, Ohio's got a spike per se, throw them on the list. Any Ohio tags, we're questioning them. This is what's happening left and right. Now, this is happening at a time where we have right around 3,000 deaths from this here in America. Well, many experts are predicting upwards of 100,000. Of course, they've been shamming these numbers the whole time. But one thing is for sure here, the lockdown and all the other stuff, eroding liberties attached to this, is happening full scale. So just be aware, whether you're traveling for your job or for whatever it is, know that these checkpoints are set up and that you will be stopped and asked what you're doing, where you're coming from. And here in Kentucky, they just issued an order as well, telling people that if they leave the state, they have to quarantine for 14 days. And I'm seeing many other states talking about this as well, and extending stuff now that Trump has extended this deadline out to April 30th. We'll just have to wait and see where this all goes. But it looks like the month of April is definite lockdown month here across the board. So keep your head up, y'all. We're going to get through this. You have to use discernment through all this. Join me over here on DLive, where I'm breaking this down many times a week, 9 p.m. Eastern. Links below.
All right, yeah, man. So these checkpoints are going to be mandatory. So like I said, this thing's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. The brother, our elder brother, is in our camp. Just traveled back to Geary, from Geary to Indianapolis, and he told me that he seen a few sheriff cars and some state troopers. Okay, but they were out. Okay, so they haven't been pushing it. This is state to state, though. We're still in the same state, but they're gonna start. They're gonna start getting real tight on these travel bans, man. Which brings to mind 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. It started 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. That part hasn't happened yet, but it's on its way. Okay? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right? So these things are in place, man. So the scriptures are coming, all the prophecies of the scriptures are coming to pass, man, daily. All right, so we have all the chips being set in place, man. All right, Trump said this ban was gonna, if this stay-at-home thing was gonna be to April 7th, but like I said, like even what the guy just said, like April is gonna be lockdown month. All right, because like I said, it's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better, man. They have to still finish their little electronic whatever they're trying to do. Whatever they're trying to do, man, like I said, we just report it as we see it happening, and as it lines up with scripture. That's all we can do, man. We give a fuck less what Esau has in plan, man. All right, because it's all gonna be spoiled at the end anyway. All right. With that, man, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Give honors to the elder apostles of GMS, in whom the truth resides. Peace and blessings be multiplied to you, Akim, that's out there teaching his truth from the four corners of the earth for the love of the gospel. To you, Aqua, that's listening and learning and being blessed, whatever Yahweh Shai finds your hands to do. All right, shalom.